Hi everyone, Nathan Hall here. This is the second part of our lesson on legal enforcement professions. This time we're going to take a look at the investigation angle. Quite a few of you said you really like the forensics part. Okay, even if you're a police officer, this is good stuff to know because you'll have to work with these people. And if you're not interested in law at all, well, if you're interested in healthcare, this actually goes a bit into that. We'll take a look at what you need to know to use science to solve crimes. So we'll talk about these in the live classes, what the forensic experts do, what kind of science helps. That'll be our big theme for today. I should say review and preview here. There we go. Our standards, we're going to use some graphic organizers and personal preferences. We're doing opinions again. I love asking you guys for your opinions because you give good opinions. We'll practice reading and discussion and how science can solve crimes. So first, we'll take a look at this in live classes. What kind of crimes would forensics solve? What you've seen done on TV. And if you've heard any of the words they say on these, like DNA evidence says such and such, ooh, a stab right to the carotid artery for you anatomy people. So forensics, it's a science that's like a game. You find clues. Clues are things that will show a bigger picture, put them together so you get a bigger conclusion. It includes preserving. Preserving, keeping safe, good word. Reconstruction. Sometimes you have to rebuild things that are damaged or destroyed. And the big thing here is evidence. Told you that word would come in later. So you've seen it on TV. First, a big part of forensics, fingerprints. Everyone has unique fingerprints. No one has the same fingerprints you do. No one in the world. And you can, since some criminals, just so you know, have tried to burn off or destroy their fingerprints, never works well. So that will help them find a list of suspects. If you ever seen something like this is called a lineup. People you think may have committed a crime. I think that guy in the black trench coat did it. He just looks like he did. So also, if you ever get sent to jail, they do take your fingerprints and send them to a database. If you want to be a teacher, in Pennsylvania anyway, you have to do that too. You have to submit your fingerprints so they can see you're not a criminal. And that way, if they find prints, it's so-and-so, he's done this before. You make it easy to find your suspect. So clues, we'll talk about these in a live class, things that show what happened. Everyone's are unique. Go look at your mom, look at your dad's fingerprints. They're going to be different. Might be similar patterns, but not the same. Preservation, how we save things. Reconstruction, rebuilding them. Evidence. If you've ever seen these on the crime shows, this is what police really use. They do stuff like this. Suspect, someone who's thought to have committed a crime. This will be a question below, so I'm going to say it now. Suspects don't have to prove they didn't do it. It helps if they can give an alibi. Say, I was in a different place at the time. I was nowhere near there. But the police ultimately have to prove you did it. They have to prove you did it to send you to jail. If you can even make people think for a second you did not, you don't go to jail. And that's the whole point of the trial system. So many things you learn about in biology or other life science classes can be used to solve crimes. DNA. That's the genetic information for you. It's in your cells. Remember, you as a living thing are made of cells. Your tears, your blood, your hair, little bits of skin if you really scratch, all have your DNA in them. Each one of those has the information to make a whole new you. And your DNA is more unique than your fingerprints even. And also, someone dies of non-natural causes. If you know why someone died, if your elderly grandmother died because, well, she was 115 years old, no autopsy. But if someone is shot or something like that, they do an autopsy. That's when they cut a person open. They go right down the sides and down, take out their hearts, their lungs, even take out the brain and other things to see why that person died. or how that person died. So that's a big part of the investigation right there. So also, if you're into physics, the science of motion, how things move, how fast things fall, that's a big part. You can see how things get damaged, where things land. One group in particular is called ballistics, where flying things, usually bullets, come from, where they go. That's called ballistics. Chemistry. Okay, what came from where? Things like fibers in your carpet. Those can be used to see, oh, he was here. Scratches on something, clothes, can all come together there. So this parts list for a person is DNA. That shows how tall you are, boy or girl, how many eyes you have, how many arms you have, how many fingers, all in there. Plus all the little things that make you you. Autopsy, they cut apart a body. Curious if anyone would want to do that. It's actually, if you want an easy job, they're always looking for people to do this. Not joking. Takes a lot of medical and anatomy training, but you don't have to be a full doctor. Physics, how things move. Takes a lot of math, but can be a good profession. Chemistry, science of chemicals. My shirt is made up of fibers. A chemist could find out what? This? Plastic made from oil. So a lot of things here. In the live class and these activities, we'll talk about what you would like to do the best and how you can prove someone did or did not commit a crime. Usually though, if you're a cop, you want to prove they did. That's it for now. See everyone in live class or cyber cafe or message me. Adios.